Hello and thank you for clicking on my channel, Cali Legends Media. I'd like to thank all the subscribers. If you haven't subscribed, please smash that subscribe button down below. Hit that thumbs up like button and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when a new video drops. Then later, you can go back and watch it when you have time. Okay, so this video you could call a reaction video. It's pretty much concerning FLACO. I'm sure a lot of you may have seen him on YouTube. He had a pretty good thing going for a while with a prisoner's perspective. He was with Rojo for a while and went off on his own for a while. But nevertheless, he was doing good, I guess, for a little while. And it seems that he's incarcerated right now with a no bail hold, okay? Apparently some people ended up with holes in them and accusations are made, and they're holding old boy now without bail. They showed his mugshot, and he looks pretty tore back, you know. He's been on the move for a while, you know, trying to stay out from being incarcerated. And I guess during that time, man, he was indulging, man, and maybe hitting that stuff kind of hard, because he looks pretty bad on that picture. He looks shot out. So I hear he's in a place in their jail where they're keeping him, where they hold you for 5 days to detox, and then they shoot you out to wherever you're going to be held permanently, or you know, for whatever amount of time. If you go to court, come back and forth or whatever. But anyways, his 5 days are up. I don't know if they're going to move him or not. I don't care. You know, this is not no cheap shot to FLACO. It's a terrible thing what happened to FLACO, you know. I personally stopped watching his channel, and he got at me one time behind me mentioning his little, what's it called, a prisoner's perspective deal, on some remarks he made about Maravilla and stuff that had no factual basis, and I responded. But in any case, it was a respectful exchange. But I don't mess with dude, you know. We talked what we talked about, and that was it, you know. And it just goes to show you, man, you could be doing good 1 minute, and the next minute, in a fit of anger or to protect yourself or whatever be the case, you know, you catch one, you know, and end up incarcerated. And who knows? I don't know if he ever stopped dabbling in dope, but he looked a lot better before, you know. So the only thing I could conclude in my mind, that he either fell off the wagon, or maybe he just got too heavy where it was just tearing up his body already. In any case, he's in a terrible situation now. Aside from putting out a lot of business that wasn't his business to put out, and the fact that I don't know for sure, I haven't seen any paperwork, I don't know, but it's rumored that he wore a wire, he worked with law enforcement or whatever, you know. He's got some bad stuff hanging over him as far as reputation goes. And then the fact that he talks about organizations and people that he shouldn't even be mentioning or talking about on social media, not even off social media, you know. He's out of that life, so he should have kept the rest out of his mouth and just moved on his merry way, you know. But instead, he tried to, you know, get some money off it. And people are speculating, well, I don't know, you know, if he goes back to GP, maybe this, maybe that. I don't think there's no going back for FLACO, you know. Honestly, I don't see it, you know. In my mind, I think he's pretty much through with money. And, you know, he talked real bad about the PCRs and stuff, and going to SNYs, and he'll never touch down there. I might be wrong, you know, but in my mind, I think that's going to be his only chance for survival, because he spoke on so many things and so many people that, you know, I'm sure that they're you know, he put himself in a bad spot, you know, without being too direct. And I you know, everybody's waiting. Well, let's see what's gonna happen. You know, it's gonna happen. You know, it's just when it's gonna happen, when things catch up to him, you know. And even just being on YouTube, like for myself, you know, somebody could twist around things that I say and stuff and hate on me and throw me under the bus with their mouth, you know. And people are like that. I know, because I've been through it. You know, people tried that so many times throughout my life, even in my own neighborhood, you know. So it happens. It happens. You know, people, you got some dirty ass people like that, you know, whether it's out of jealousy, whether it's out of some type of envy or something you did to them and their butt hurt, you know. People smut you up and try to throw you under the bus. FLACO threw himself under the bus, you know. So while everybody's waiting for the big surprise, it's not going to be no surprising outcome on this, I don't think. If I'm wrong, hey, I'll be the first to admit it, that I was wrong. But you know, all the signs are there, you know, and are pointing only for one end, for FLACO, pobrecito. Dude ain't gonna get out until he fights his case. If he's found guilty, he's gonna go through the system, and wherever he ends up, eventually, if not sooner, later, it's gonna catch up to him, and he'll pay for what things he's done that he shouldn't have done. And in my mind,
you can't park in the fire lane.
Okay, I'll move right now. Thank you. Anyways, so I know for a fact that eventually things are more than likely going to catch up with FLACO. But I guess time will tell, you know. He made his bed. There's nothing we can do, you know. Hope for the best for the guy, but pretty much anybody who's out there doing things like Big Boxer, this renegade media vato, you know. I'll be honest with you, man. I check out their channel, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because I want to peep game, you know. Because I really don't know the inner workings of the North, you know. So they give up so much of what they do and what they're doing that, you know, I use it to get informed, you know, just so I have that knowledge, you know, to serve me, you know, for my benefit, because I don't know where I'm going to end up or who I might end up with, but at least I know, you know, how they operate and, you know, what their policies are and their thinking and all of that. You know what I mean? The games they play. And I'm sure them giving that up is part of the reason why FLACO and Renegade Media and these other people who are in the sites, man, are in the situation that they're in, you know. And I do my very best to be very careful with my words and stuff, not to end up there. And I try my best not to end up incarcerated, you know. But I'm not a fool, and I ain't gonna fool myself. I know every day that I get up and I stand up out of that bed and I move forward with my day, that could be my last day out here in this world. You know, I could find myself incarcerated. I know it happens so many times. You know, although that's not my intention, although I'll do everything I can to not end myself there. Hey, who knows? One day you might hear that I'm in the same situation, incarcerated. You know, things going all bad for me. You know, one thing I hope and pray that I'm never in there going through withdrawals on drugs or using drugs. You know, I struggled a long time to stop using drugs, and I wouldn't even speak on it until I knew that I was done and I didn't have none in me, you know, because a lot of people know me and they know my lifestyle and what I do. And I didn't want anybody to be able to, yeah, you know what, you're this and that, or you're doing this and that, you know. So even though I'm not doing anything, who knows, man? One day I might find myself tore up from the floor up. You know what I mean? I don't know. Nobody knows. But I'll tell you one thing. I'm going to do my best with everything in my power not to end up in FLACO's shoes, this renegade media vato's shoes, or anybody who finds himself incarcerated or strung out on drugs, man. I'm doing my best to stay out here, like I say, and I recommend this for everyone, man. Hang on to your freedom, stay out here for the people that love you and the people you love, so we could be here to help them when they need us, when they call on us, instead of us being incarcerated or somewhere where they have to use their resources to help take care of us. That being said, thank you for watching this video, and I wish FLACO the best of luck. You know, it is what it is, and whatever happens is nobody's fault but his own. All right, thank you for watching. Hope to see you in the next video.